The 22LR has been around a very long time. It's a great blinking round and can in many cases be used in defense. Here's some information on the 22LR. I think many YouTubers own a 22 long rifle. .22 long rifle rimfire, metric designation, 5.6 times 15 mmR. Cartridge is a long-established variety of ammunition, and in terms of units sold is still by far the most common in the world today. The cartridge is often referred to simply as .22LR, and various rifles, pistols, revolvers, and even some smoothbore shotguns have been manufactured in this caliber. The cartridge originated from the Flaubert BB cap of 1845 through the .22 Smith & Wesson cartridge of 1857, and was developed by the American firearms manufacturer J. Stevens Arms and Tool Company in 1887 by combining the casing of the .22 long with the 40 grain, 2.6 grams, bullet of the .22 extra long. For many decades, it has been a very popular cartridge around the world. It is one of the few cartridges that are accepted by a large variety of rifles, as well as pistols. The .22 long rifle and related cartridges, .22 short, .22 long, and .22 extra long, use a heeled bullet, which means that the bullet is the same diameter as the case, and has a narrower heel portion that fits in the case. Low cost, minimal recoil, and relatively low noise make the .22LR an ideal cartridge for recreational shooting, initial firearms training, small game hunting, and pest control. Used by Boy Scouts for the Rifle Shooting Merit Badge, the .22LR is popular among novice shooters and experts alike. The rimfire round is commonly packaged in boxes of 50 or 100 rounds, and is often sold by the brick, a carton containing either 10 boxes of 50 rounds or loose cartridges totaling 500 rounds, or the case containing 10 bricks totaling 5,000 rounds. The cartridge is still relatively low cost, however, it has increased by a factor of nearly 11 over the past 30 years due to increased manufacturing costs. A wide variety of rimfire ammunition is available commercially, and the available ammunition varies widely both in price and performance. Bullet weights among commercially available ammunition range from 20 to 60 grains, 1.3 to 3.9 grams. And velocities vary from 575 to 1,750 feet/s, 175 to 533 meters per second. Promotional loads for plinking can be purchased in bulk for significantly less cost than precision target rounds. The low cost of ammunition has a substantial effect on the popularity of the .22LR. For this reason, rimfire cartridges are commonly used for target practice. Performance varies between barrel length and the type of action. For example, bolt-action rifles may perform differently from semi-automatic rifles. The .22LR is effective to 150 yards, 140 meters, though practical ranges tend to be less. After 150 yards, the ballistics of the round are such that it will be difficult to compensate for the large drop. The relatively short effective range, low report, and light recoil has made it a favorite for use as a target practice cartridge. The accuracy of the cartridge is good, but not exceptional. Various cartridges are capable of the same or better accuracy. A contributing factor in rifles is the transition of even a high-velocity cartridge projectile from supersonic to subsonic within 100 yards, 91 meters. As the bullet slows, the shock wave caused by supersonic travel overtakes the bullet and can disrupt its flight path, causing minor but measurable inaccuracies. Citation needed. When zeroed for 100 yards, 91 meters, the arc trajectory of the standard high-velocity .22LR with a 40-grain bullet has a 2.7-inch, 69 mm, rise at 50 yards, 46 meters, and a 10.8-inch, 27 centimeters, drop at 150 yards, 140 meters. 8. A .22LR rifle needs to be zeroed for 75 yards, 69 meters, to avoid overshooting small animals like squirrels at intermediate distances. As a hunting cartridge, rimfires are mainly used to kill small game. It is highly effective on squirrels and rabbits at distances closer than 150 yards and on groundhogs, marmots, and foxes closer than 80 yards, 73 meters. It has been successfully used on larger animals such as coyotes, but the range is generally limited to no farther than 65 yards, 59 meters. Head and chest shots are preferred with the most powerful .22 cartridge the hunter can use accurately. Because a .22 LR bullet is less powerful than larger cartridges, its danger to humans is often underestimated. In fact, a .22 LR bullet is capable of inflicting very serious injuries, for example the 4 people wounded, 1 mortally, during the Reagan assassination attempt, or death for example the Cohagiki school shooting, 11 killed and 1 wounded, the Jockala school shooting, 8 killed and 1 wounded, and the 1979 Cleveland Elementary School shooting, 2 killed and 9 wounded, as well as the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy. Numerous other shooting incidents have demonstrated that .22 LR bullets can easily kill or seriously injure humans. Even after flying 400 yards, 370 meters, a .22 bullet is still traveling about 500 feet/s, 150 meters per second. Ricochets are more common in .22 LR projectiles than for more powerful cartridges, as the combination of unjacketed lead and moderate velocities allows the projectile to deflect, not penetrate or disintegrate, when hitting hard objects at a glancing angle. A .22 LR can ricochet off the surface of water at a low angle of aim. Severe injury may result to a person or object in the line of fire on the opposite shore, several hundred yards away. Subsonic rounds have a muzzle velocity of about 1080 feet/s, 330 meters per second, or less than the speed of sound. These rounds are sometimes equipped with extra heavy bullets of 46 to 61 grain, 3.0 to 4.0 grams, to improve the terminal ballistics of the slower projectile. Conversely, these rounds may contain little more than a primer and an extra light bullet. Subsonic rounds are favored by some shooters due to slightly superior accuracy and reduction in noise. Supersonic rounds produce a loud crack which can scare away animals when hunting. Accuracy is reportedly improved with subsonic rounds because a supersonic bullet, or projectile, that slows from supersonic to subsonic speed undergoes drastic aerodynamic changes in this transonic zone that might adversely affect the stability and accuracy of the bullet. Standard velocity. Schlieren high-speed video of a .22 LR traveling in free flight demonstrating the air pressure dynamics surrounding the bullet. The velocity of standard velocity .22 LR rounds varies between manufacturers. Some standard velocity ammo may be slightly supersonic around 1125 feet/s, 343 meters per second. Other ammo such as CCI standard velocity .22 LR ammunition is rated at 1070 fps. Most standard velocity ammo has a bullet weight of 40 grains, 2.6 grams. Standard velocity cartridges generate near or slightly supersonic velocities. These rounds generally do not develop these velocities in handguns because their short barrels do not take full advantage of the slower powder. High velocity. High velocity, copper-plated .22 LR rounds. The .22 long rifle round was originally loaded with black powder. The first smokeless powder loads were intended to match the standard velocity of the original black powder rounds. Smokeless powder is more efficient than black powder, and the cartridge cases could hold more powder. Smokeless powder loads, called high speed or high velocity, were offered by the major ammunition makers, giving a typical velocity increase of 20%, 1,200 feet per second, 370 meters per second, to 1,300 feet per second, 400 meters per second, while still using the standard 40-grain solid or 36-grain hollow point lead bullet. Hypervelocity. Many .22 LR cartridges use bullets lighter than the standard 40 grains, fired at even higher velocities. Hypervelocity bullets usually weigh around 30 to 32 grains, 1.9 to 2.1 grams, and can have a muzzle velocity of 1,400 to 1,800 feet per second, 430 to 550 meters per second. This higher velocity is partially due to the use of lighter bullets. The CCI Stinger was the first hypervelocity .22 LR cartridge, and provided a significant increase in velocity and energy over standard rimfire rounds. The Stinger case is longer than that of the long rifle, about .71 in, 18 mm, versus .595 in, 15.1 mm, for the long rifle, but the plated hollow point bullet is lighter and shorter at 32 grains, 2.1 grams, giving the same overall length as the long rifle cartridge. This longer case can cause ejection problems in some guns. A powder with a slower burning rate is used to make the most use of the length of a rifle barrel. Citation needed. Most .22 long rifle powders increase velocity up to about 19 in, 480 mm, of barrel length. The powder used in the Stinger increases velocity up to the longest .22 barrel length tested by the NRA, 26 in, 660 mm. Shot cartridges. .22 rat shot. Special .22 LR caliber shot cartridges, usually loaded with number 12 shot, have also been made. These are often called rat shot or snake shot due to their use in very short-range best control. Such rounds have either a longer brass case that is crimped closed, or a translucent plastic bullet that contains the shot and shatters upon firing. In specially made .22 bore shotguns, the shot shells can be used for short-range skeet shooting and trap shooting at special, scaled-down, clay targets. Full metal jacket. During World War II, a full metal jacketed version of the .22 LR was developed for the suppressed high-standard HDM pistol. Tracer. Tracer ammunition is also available in rimfire. Today, rimfire rounds are mainly used for hunting small pests, for sports shooting, for plinking, and for inexpensive training. The .22 LR is the choice for several shooting events: bullseye, plus divisions of metallic silhouette and pin shooting, most high school, collegiate, Boy Scouts of America, Project Appleseed, 4-H shooting events, and many others. It is also used in the precision rifle and pistol shooting events at the Olympic Games. Good quality rimfire ammunition can be quite accurate. The main advantages are low cost, low recoil, low noise and high accuracy to cost ratio. The main disadvantage is its low power. It is better suited for use on small game and other small animals. 16. As a defensive cartridge, it is considered inadequate, though the small size allows very lightweight, easily concealable handguns which can be carried in circumstances where anything larger would be impractical. Despite their limitations, people can use .22 LR pistols and rifles to kill, and are common simply because they are prevalent, inexpensive, and widely available. Muzzle velocity nominal. 40 grain, 2.6 grams, lead, 1082 feet/s, 330 meters per second. .22 LR subsonic. 36 grain, 2.3 grams, copper-plated lead, 1328 feet/s, 405 meters per second. .22 LR high velocity. 32 grain, 2.1 grams, copper-plated lead, 1640 feet/s, 500 meters per second. .22 LR hypervelocity CCI Stinger. Note: actual velocities are dependent on many factors, such as barrel length of a given firearm and manufacturer of a given batch of ammunition, and will vary widely in practice.